Some emotionally difficult relationships don't start badly. In fact, they often begin with an intensity that feels exciting, special, and deeply connecting. Hi, I'm Daniel. I've spent over 40 years as a clinical psychologist working with people who feel confused, emotionally drained, and unsure of themselves in their relationships. Many people describe the early stage as almost perfect. The other person may be very attentive, affectionate, and emotionally open. They might say things like, "I've never felt this way before, you're the only person who really understands me." This level of attention and closeness can feel very flattering. It creates a sense of being valued, chosen, and deeply understood. Because the bond forms so quickly, emotional attachment can develop very fast. Part of the reason this feels so convincing is that many of us grew up with stories that taught us to expect it. From childhood storybooks to romantic films, we are shown the idea of an instant connection, the feeling of meeting someone who simply feels right, followed by a happy ever after. So when a relationship begins with intensity and certainty, it can feel like something special has been found. The difficulty is that this expectation can sometimes make us overlook important warning signs. We may move forward quickly without really taking time to understand the other person's history, their patterns, or how they handle conflict. When emotional closeness develops before real understanding, people often find themselves committed to the relationship before they fully see who the person really is. And later, if the relationship begins to change, many people hold on to the memory of how good it felt at the beginning. It's not intensity itself that's the problem. It's when the early closeness is followed by behavior that gradually undermines your confidence or independence. Many people stay longer than they intended because they're holding on to that early version of the relationship. If this experience feels familiar, you'll find many real life situations like this explored in my real life stories trilogy. The details are in the description below. And if you're new to this channel, you may find it helpful to start from the beginning of the series where I talk about the early signs of emotional abuse and the patterns that develop over time. The link to it is below. In the next video, I'll be talking about why leaving an emotionally abusive relationship is often much harder than people expect. The link to it is in the description section below. If you benefit from this video, please give it a like.